Hey everybody, Dirili here. So, I mentioned in my last audio log that I publicly opened up my second channel to anyone who wants to listen to it. I originally made it for me to privately read otome games to my sister, the ones that I knew I wouldn't be getting around to on the main channel anytime soon. I'll explain more about that channel for anyone who has concerns, but first I wanted to mention that I'm going to start reading the Amazing Shinsengumi there on its release date next Tuesday, and I thought it would be fun to read Hakuouki in tandem with it, since a lot of people were asking me to read it for a long time, and I've been really wanting to read it for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is read a person's route in one, and then read that same person's route in the other. For instance, I'll read Okita Soji's route in the Amazing Shinsengumi, and then I'll read Soji's route in Hakuouki. And I think this might go a little quickly because I want to read it so badly myself. And, well, yeah, I'll tell you more details so you'll understand what's going on, how things are working out in a couple minutes. There's also this game called We Happy Few that's coming out at the same time as the Amazing Shinsengumi, and I've been looking forward to that for a really long time, and I really want to play it. So I may go ahead and see how a few Let's Play videos of that goes as well, since I'm going to be playing it anyway. And I know some of you out there were concerned that I might be overworking myself again, because I do fall into that so easily. But I just wanted to reassure you all about what the real deal is with that second channel exactly. I call it Dirili Unedited and Unprofessional because, well, like the channel title says, I don't do any editing in the videos or reread lines till they sound right like I do on the main channel here. So it's pretty much purely recreational and, as a result, lower quality than the readings I do here. Most of the work on my main channel goes into editing, so the videos on the other channel aren't much more work than what you're actually going to see. It takes a while to export videos and upload them to the channel, but I can do other stuff while I'm doing that, so that's not really as big a deal. Also, that channel isn't going to have any kind of schedule or regularity at all. It's just going to be whenever I have extra time, the way I play games in real life, which for the past few months was never. But now that I've actually, lowered my schedule on the regular channel, I have time for recreational stuff. So I figure if some people wanted to see what I do in my spare free time, the way I do it in my spare free time, then you guys can watch if you want. Of course, it takes longer to read out loud than it does to read by myself, because, I can just skip things or read quickly by myself. But it's still totally worth it to me to be able to talk to my sister and some other people about the event, so it's still worth it to read it out loud and record it and share it. It's just not nearly as much fun if I do it by myself. And usually when I play games, I play for several hours at a time, so when I upload videos on that channel, it'll probably be in batches. So it may seem like I'm doing a lot of work, but really it's just like, I'll be sitting down here and I'll read for 3 hours or I'll play a game for 3 hours. So it's going to be like 6 videos or something like that. But, playing a game for 3 hours isn't really that big of a deal. A lot of people play for, well, actually, okay, to be completely honest, I'm a very obsessive player. So when I get really into a game, I tend to play like 8 hours straight. So actually, loading 3 hours worth of unedited games isn't that big of a deal to me. Because like I said, I tend to play long hours when I actually get to play and have time to play. Also, I know I was supposed to start pressing into working on dolls right away to pay off debts and make some financial wiggle room, but the weather's been ridiculously hot and humid here, which is really bad for doll work because it messes up the sealant. It needs to be below a certain temperature and below a certain humidity for me to be able to spray sealant outside, or else it clouds up or cracks. Yeah, it's been a hindrance lately, and the workroom is so hot that I can't even stand to be in there to choose the materials for sewing anything. So I'm actually going to put that off for a little while. I mean, I really should be working, even though it's uncomfortable, but I don't know. I'm still feeling a little bit stressed out too, and I just want some more recreational time to have fun. I mean, I spent a few days just trying to get out of depression, and now I feel a little bit less depressed, and I just want to have fun for a little while. So you may actually see me uploading a lot of videos to that second channel for a while I'm trying to, get through a couple of these games, just having fun. But trust me though, reading on the unedited channel is going to be more fun and less work for me than this channel. A lot less stressful, but yeah, far, far lower quality. So don't worry if it seems like I upload a lot there. I won't be falling behind on the main channel. This schedule will remain priority, so don't worry about that. Back to the Shinsengumi thing for a minute here, though. One of the reasons why I wanted to play both those games at the same time is because my sister and I were on a Sengoku period kick, where I played Destiny's Princess and watched Samurai Warriors and Sengoku Basara, which we're actually still in the middle of right now. But there's been plenty of other ones like Samurai Deeper Kyo and stuff, some older things that I watched some time ago. But it was really fun seeing the different portrayals of the same characters in different stories, and seeing them close together helps me to keep the characters straight in my head and cement the names and events in my head, so helps me a little bit with the history. I mean, obviously the history is not accurate in these fictional events, but, it helps me to remember them some. Yeah, I've also already seen and read a number of Shinsengumi stories as well, so I figured this can be my next kick, because, I'm running down on the Sengoku period things that I had. So now I kind of want to rewatch Hakuouki and Peacemaker Kurogano animes too. So anyway, to sum up, the second channel isn't actually work like the main one, it's just fooling around, so it's not really extra work, so no worries. And well, that's it. I hope I'm not upsetting anyone with, what my plans are, and I hope I've allayed any worries that anyone might be having about my health or anything like that. I mean, I am still having a few health problems. That's part of why I want to take some time to have fun because, well, they say laughter is the best medicine, and really just, bumming around playing games helps me feel better. I think that would be beneficial for me. If any of you all have questions or comments, feel free to go ahead and post those down below in the comments. As usual, thank you all so much for listening. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.